Hey guys, this is Chris Trades here with the Full Send Traders. I'm an educator here at Legacy Funded Futures, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to pass accounts, what are the sizes, and what type of accounts do we have. First things first, let's go over the Rise accounts. So this is going to be your more budget-friendly account. Most people are going to want to actually go with these accounts just because they're a little bit easier overall and they're not as pricey. So what are the three things that we need to focus on? It's going to be our max drawdown, our profit target, and our consistency rule. So going over here on the Rise accounts, you could see we have end of day trailing drawdown, and right below it is going to be our max loss limit. So if we're buying a 50k challenge, we're going to get $1,500 in drawdown. Now with this account, the profit target is going to be 3,000. Going over to the 100k, same thing, we're going to have our max daily loss limit. Going over to our 150k, same thing, we're going to have our max loss limit, and we're going to have a 6k profit target. And it just continues with the following accounts. Once we pass these accounts, once we meet that profit target, we're actually going to have to pay a small activation fee of $99. Now going over to the elite accounts, they are going to be slightly pricier. However, we're going to have a smaller activation fee, and we're also going to have more favorable rules. Looking at the 50k, we get 2k in our loss limit, 3,500 in our profit target. Again, it's end of day trailing drawdown, and I'll go into what that is on the dashboard. And if we continue to look at the other accounts, same thing, we get more drawdown with the bigger accounts, but also a bigger profit target. Now let's head over to the dashboard. Before I continue the video, I'd like you guys to go check out my Telegram. Here I'll be doing live trade breakdowns, announcements. I'll even be showing you guys my live stats on my accounts. If you guys are tired of strategy hopping and you just want to find someone that's consistent, I will be posting there every single day. Now don't wait, hit the link down below. I'll see you guys soon. So here I have a 150k a Rise account, and right now I'm at 7k in profit. If we look over here, it's actually going to show us our max loss limit, and something that we have at Legacy that every other futures firm has is going to be end of day trailing drawdown. So at the end of every day, our drawdown is going to trail based on our balance. So let's say we make 1,400 in profit, like I'm showing right here. Our daily loss limit, our max loss limit is going to trail us by 3,750, and you could actually see that right here marked in the red, and it's going to continue as we get deeper into profit. However, once we hit 150k, it's no longer going to trail our stop loss anymore at that point. Going down, we're going to have our max loss limit right here. It's going to show us how much we have left, what's the equity that it will breach us at. So I get a lot of questions about consistency rule. What is it? Where do you have to be at in terms of passing an account? So for all evals, all evaluations, we're going to have a 50% consistency rule. And the way that I would calculate this is if we have to make a 9k profit target, like we have right here, you can see 159,000. I'm 2,000 away from passing this account. If we have a 9k profit target, what's 50% of that? It's going to be 4,500. So look at this as an overall consistency rule. So if we're going to get to a 9k profit target at the end, we can't pass over 4,500 because that trade would then be bigger than the 50% rule. However, you don't fail the account if you hit more than 4,500. Nothing happens except you have to continue trading until your consistency is at or below 50%. Looking over some of the other stats we have here, we have our trading days, we have our initial balance. You could also see our start date. Every month, as you guys know, we're going to be rebuild for that account. However, once you pass it, once you pay for the activation fee, you're actually no longer going to have to pay anything, and you just have that funded account for however long until you get a payout. So coming back to the different account types and the account sizes, what I'm going to recommend for most people is going to be the Rise account. Why? Because it's a little bit cheaper, the profit targets are a little bit smaller, and ultimately you guys aren't going to be feeling as much pressure if you guys are trading with these accounts. Now again, to remind you guys, the three things that we need to focus on are going to be the drawdown, the profit target, and the 50% consistency rule on those accounts. Let me break down really quick what are the other consistency rules we should follow on these accounts. So let's say we're trading a 50k, we're gonna have a profit target of 3,000. We don't want to surpass a 50% consistency rule in terms of a single day's profit. So that single day's profit cannot go over 50% of our total profit target. 50% of that, which is 3,000, is going to be 1,500. So in a single day, day, you should not make more than 1500. If you do, no worries, continue to trade until you can meet that 50% rule. For the profit target of 6,000, we're not going to want to surpass over 3 grand in a single day, because that way we could stay within that consistency rule. And for the $9,000 profit target, we don't want to surpass 4,500. Again, nothing happens if you guys go past those targets. You simply have to continue trading. Now, if you guys enjoyed the video, you guys will find me live every day at 6:45 a.m. PST alongside some of the other educators that are live in every other session. If you guys like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.